William Evans, an 18-year veteran of the U.S. Capitol Police.
And today's attack comes despite heightened security measures that remain in place following the January siege on the Capitol. WGN's Dana Rebick is here now with details on exactly what we know at this hour.
Well, at this point, as far as the suspect goes, he has not been officially identified. Capitol Police say that he was not someone who was known to them, and they do not believe he was targeting a specific member of Congress or that this was terrorism related. President Biden had just left the White House for Camp David when this took place about 4 hours ago.
It is with a heavy heart that I come here this afternoon to shed some light on the incident that occurred at the United States Capitol.
Just after 1 p.m. Eastern Time, a suspect in this blue sedan entered what is referred to as the North Barricade of the Capitol, ramming his car into 2 U.S. Capitol Police officers, then hitting the concrete barrier.
At such time, the suspect exited the vehicle with a knife in hand. Our officers then engaged that suspect. He did not respond to verbal commands. The suspect did start lunging toward U.S. Capitol Police officers, at which time U.S. Capitol Police officers fired upon the suspect.
That armed individual was pronounced dead. The 2 injured officers were transported to the hospital. One of them also died. This afternoon, he was identified as William Billy Evans, a member of the Capitol Police for 18 years.
At this time, it does not appear to be an ongoing threat. Obviously, we're in the very early stages of our investigation. We need to obviously understand the motivation behind this senseless act.
While all this was unfolding, staff inside the Capitol were locked down and told to seek cover. It was just 3 months ago when a mob of insurrectionists stormed the Capitol as Congress was voting to certify Joe Biden's presidential win. Investigators say this incident does not appear to be connected in any way, but is obviously concerning and triggering some of those emotions from that day.
It has been an extremely difficult and challenging year for us, but we will get through this, and we do appreciate the community's support.
Now, while the lockdown was happening, we are told there were National Guard members in full riot gear walking the halls of the Capitol. This barricade area is about 100 yards from the entrance of the Senate side of the Capitol building. Fencing that prevented vehicular traffic in this specific area was recently removed as the Capitol has started to open back up. Now, this afternoon, we did have a chance to speak with some Illinois members of Congress, getting their reaction to what happened today, and also some concerns they have about security, and you'll hear from them coming up at 5.
Dana, thanks.